Good evening, everyone. How's it going? Welcome to week 2 of the Zelda 1 League. Awesome times. We had a great first week. I was so pleased with the response, and hopefully it was as fun for everyone else as it was for me. We are here tonight to celebrate the first week, the accomplishments, the challenges, remember a bit from what we did, and then also just take some time to see what next week looks like, what our category is and whatnot, answer any questions there may be. But yeah, without much further ado, we'll get started here. Let me know if the volume's fine on either case, volume of the music or me. But someone throw out a random number in chat, 1 through 10. That'll be our roll value. 6. All right, cool. So looking back, we had a pretty interesting roll for week 1. We rolled first quest level 4 Triforce, which is no easy task. It's a fun task, but it's not easy. We rolled second quest magical key, which is a big challenge. And then first quest magical key which is a big challenge as well, but different, different combat, less combat, but more substantial, I guess. Whereas second quest magical key was survival, more so than combat, I guess. So, pretty exciting. What a first week. As it stands in this generator in front of me, there's a 25% chance of drawing from main category, extension, item level, or Triforce. Just to go over the rules real quick. If we draw from item level or Triforce, we'll continue to draw from those pools until we exhaust about 20 minutes of content, roughly, like at a like a intermediate level of gameplay. That's kind of what I tried to do with week 1, and that might be one run, it might be several, but that's what we'll do. If it's an extension or main, we'll just stick with one. And yeah, we'll do a 6-second roll thanks to our helpful offering there. But does anyone have any questions or thoughts about the first week before we get started with the second? I'm just pumped. We had 64 submissions as far as times go for these 3 categories, which we have a board now for all 3 of them. 9 different players of the field of 20 finished all the runs that they had tasks to do, and then another several finished at least a couple. And the week's not over yet, by the way. Like, week 1 continues through the end of Sunday, and since it's the first week, if you want to submit something after the fact, that's cool. But week 2 is also going to begin tomorrow on Sunday, so there's a little overlap. But yeah, for me, week 1 was a blast, and if you know anyone who wants to learn the game or enjoys playing the game, watching the game, please invite them to be part of this league. It's a revolving open door. Make it what you want. For me, it's just a fun challenge with friends, slightly competitive, but mostly just testing myself and having fun. But yeah, I think we're all here for the same reasons, which is awesome. Just to enjoy each other's company and gameplay and cheer each other on, which is the best thing. So without further ado, let's roll our category. So we have a 6-second countdown we're gonna do. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Looks like it's first quest swordless. First quest swordless is our result for week 2, right here. Pretty excited about this. I love this category. Obviously, many people know that, but Shixel especially, congratulations. You just won the lottery. Is he in here? Let's get our Shixel loves in chat right there. Oh man, it's funny. We had a conversation about this all week long, and he's like, just don't give me the category that doesn't have reverse C in it. So, fantastic. Week 2 will be first quest swordless. Let's do a quick route overview, a quick concept overview. I did my first swordless run in this game about a year ago. I did it on a whim, I was jealous of other people doing it and having fun with it. And I had no strats, I had no former knowledge of the category. And I put up like a 1 hour, 59-minute run. And I reset after I finished. I was happy. I started another run immediately and I saved an hour. This is a tactical category. It's not overly impossible or hard, but it requires you to become proficient in movement and efficient in bomb placement and defense. The best players are going to take some risks to kind of extend that and expand that, but it's not an impossible category. Don't let it scare you. Don't let it throw warning signs at your mind. By the way, this had a 2% chance of being selected, 25% chance falling into this bucket, and then a 10% chance within the bucket. So it's 2% odds. I bet you did, Bowley. I bet you did. Leg day. Let's throw it up in Discord, and then we'll discuss the route, the concept. Yeah, so let's talk about it. So traditionally, the way this route was performed, the way this route was done, was that you would go and basically get the secrets out of the northeast. Let me throw the map up. Let me untruncate this real quick. My map's trimmed a bit. Alright, so the map's kind of small in here, but basically the plan is to get up into the... Actually, let's just cover me up. You don't need to see me. The plan is to go get money up from the northeast corner. You can get 30 bucks from the Armos, and you get 100 bucks from the corner. You can do that in about a minute, 15 seconds or so. And then what the players used to do is they used to go buy a candle from the shop down by start, and they'd also go over here to the west of level 4, and they would buy a bomb pack or two, and then they go straight to level 3. So that's sketchy. So the route that is the modern route was something that King Doll theorized, and I kind of put into practice, is you do your shopping early, but you go get the bow out of 1 and the boomerang, and that gives you a lot more firepower at your disposal to get through the first few farming levels, where you're kind of setting the table for kind of the crucial mid game. The key to this run is to pull the wand out of level 6. You have two options when doing this run. You could either double dip 4, or you could double dip level 6, and traditionally and currently double dipping level 6 is not friendly, so we double dip 4 instead, because it's a lot safer and more reasonable. But, with this week that we have in front of us, perhaps we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. The different routes and strategies coming into play. But in essence, the level order's typically going to be 1, 3, you go pull the ladder, and then you could do your pick of 5 or 6. I typically do 5 first, so I can get the bomb upgrade. I beat 5, then I go to 6 and get the wand, which is the imitation white sword. It's a fantastic weapon. And then you go beat the rest of the game. 7, 8, 2, and 9. You can't actually defeat Ganon in level 9, of course, but you can get to him. You could get past patch 3. So ways to make this route safe. There's been some discussions about what safeties look like in Swordless. Blue Ring, honestly, in my opinion, Blue Ring isn't all that helpful, because it takes up a lot of money, and you want to use that money to get the bomb upgrade. The second best or safety beyond a bomb upgrade is it's possibly the magical shield, because then you're safe from Wizrobes. The magical shield may have value in swordless for people, because if you're trying to keep a count in some of the tricky rooms, staying safe from some of the fireball damage and beam damage may be of value for you. Otherwise, getting the second upgrade is probably the next best thing. So yeah, this will be fun. This will be a great challenge, I think, for people who haven't done much swordless, and for those of us who have, it's still challenging. Finishing a run isn't something to be scoffed at. It's an accomplishment. Yeah, like optimally, if you're just going straight like Risk done low, you'd probably do like 3, 4, 1, 6 essentially is what you'd do, and get the wand earlier, just on 8 bombs. But honestly, like, this route's proven to take the time 2.5 minutes lower, so it's hard to say which one's better. I guess the time and the proof is in the pudding. So yeah, we did a 6-second countdown thanks to a suggestion from our buddy Friendweave up there, and we rolled First Quest Swordless. So First Quest Swordless had a 2% chance of being selected, and here it is. So it's a good category. Don't get me wrong. This is a good one, and there's a couple people in our player pool who haven't run this before, to my knowledge. So it'd be interesting seeing how they approach it. Namely, Shixel. I don't know if Unos has run it before. Shaddy may not have run it before. I don't know if you or Ryu's run Swordless before. But honestly, like, I would treat this as an opportunity to do like a true like no reset run. But first, I would recommend just like getting a couple base strats. So here they are. Once you get to level 9, you don't want to leave level 9, because if you leave level 9, yeah, if you leave level 9, all your progress goes away. If you die in level 9, you still have to beat the next room again, but everything else remains dead. So if you like beat the trap room stays down. If you beat Patra 1, 2, or 3, those stay down. But if you beat Patra 3, you won, so it's kind of irrelevant. But you don't have to pick up silvers. You don't have to pick up a sword. You don't want to pick up a sword. But yeah, definitely, I would just no reset the thing. Oh, he did extreme rules, that's right. He did, that's correct. Enemy priority is important. If you have a room that has blue and red Wizrobes in them, if you clear all the red Wizrobes and you exit the room and re-enter, you can change one of the blues to a red, which is beneficial for a couple reasons. It saves bombs, because the reds die on a single bomb and the blues take 3. But other than that, if anyone needs any strategic help, I'm happy to go over some room strats, because there are a couple rooms where strats are very helpful. But maybe I'll do those after people have a chance to try it for themselves, or I could privately share them. But I'd rather not like spoil the whole thing right now. If people want to try it themselves, but I would definitely be willing to break down some of the tricky combat rooms for sure. But yeah, this is fun. This is a good category. Very different than week 1. Week 1 was very sword based. This one will not be. But yeah, I'm excited. Thanks for tuning in, hanging out. Any final thoughts or questions? Let's actually go through the leaderboard real quick. Let me pull that up. It's pretty cool, actually. Nice, Fawn. You can do that too if you want. So the best cumulative time for the week was Unos. He had a 16:18 across the board, which included a 3:42 level 4, a 4:24 first quest magical key, and I believe an 8:12 second quest magical key. So he was actually the best performer in first quest categories, and then Shixel had the low time in second quest magical key. And mind you, the week's not over yet, so this is just where we currently stand. Lots of people submitted runs though. Lots, like Shaddy for example, like his first 4 time was 4:48, and he ended up saving 34 seconds after grinding that down. And that's not like the only story of that. Like Mr. Dunlow put up a 5:40, and then he saved about 50 seconds off that. Enamel, he put up a 12-minute level 4, and just to put up a time, and then he got down below 5 minutes, and that's common for a lot of players. Second quest magical key, I think, was the hard category for everyone, honestly. Yeah, please continue, like, the categories you enjoy or would love to see improvement on. Like, that's kind of the point. Like, this will give you a flavor for a lot of different options, and then we'll see how it goes. But second quest magical key, like, it just presents a lot of problems. It's basically like first quest level 7, but you actually have to clear the rooms. So, yeah, it's hard. Very hard to stay alive in that level. A single person who said that they thought the keys were easy, even though Unos made it look easy. But they were good challenges, and I hope you enjoyed them. I hope you learned from them. I hope you saw maybe some new strats you could apply elsewhere. But yeah, completing those or even attempting them is an accomplishment. So congratulations for joining us on that journey. But yeah, week 2 has everything to do with our good friend Swordless in first quest. So let me update the sheet real quick. Yeah, each of those categories had unique value in many different regards. Just lots of areas that it kind of just tested you, I guess. Yeah, 4 Triforce, you know, good transition back to 3 first for sure. Like, we had really good diversity. They were difficult, but they were diverse. And this will present a different difficulty and diverse, you know, option doing Swordless. So, very cool. I'm probably going to stream in 30 to 40 minutes, but right now I got to go do a couple things. But thanks everyone for hanging out, for stopping in, for joining me on week 1, and hopefully we see you in week 2 with some Swordless. And if you need some help, need some pointers, just reach out, and I'd be happy to help you guys out. But cheers, take care.